took away the giants. They took away the midgets. Do them we large or small, the useless digits. They took away our joy. They took away our pride. Now we have no place to hide. They push assisted suicide. They want you to feel lost. They want you to feel broken. But our lives will never be stolen. Like they took away the giants. There are better days ahead. It will not be the life you dread. We will find peace and solace. The new dreams will embrace us. Yeah. Now Dr. Johnny has a story to tell, bringing you new hope and dreams. Listen careful, what is revealed is much deeper than it seems. They took away the giants.
There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Super Soldier Activation Conference. I'm James Rink. I'm your host of this amazing event, and today we're with Dr. Johnny Delirious. Dr. Johnny Delirious, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Johnny, and if you saw the beginning video, the giants, if you want to know, they took away. We used to have giants all around us, and they were our friends, and the only place giants can hide these days is in Russia. Why do you think they want to attack Russia? It's because that's where the giants are. So that's just one aspect of what we're facing today, and I am the master survivor, and I encourage you to come to this conference to hear what I have to say, because I'm the world leader in natural health laboratory testing. And by doing the laboratory testing, I can tell you exactly what's going on in your body that's non-invasive and doesn't invade or hurt your body at all. And then we can work together to get your body back to normal. That's what it's all about, being a master survivor. You survive above all the other circumstances. So, James, I'm happy to help you out. I can't wait for the conference. It's going to be fantastic.
Great, thank you. So I have an announcement. So everyone, the first person to guess why he is called Dr. Delirious will receive a 25% off coupon for the Super Soldier Activation Conference. So I will be monitoring the chat, and we'll see who answers correctly. So best of luck to all of you, right? Okay, so let's start with the first question. Okay, Dr. Johnny, tell us a little bit about yourself, and what will you be sharing at the event?
Well, for over 40 years, I've been doing natural health laboratory testing, and I've been helping my patients outside the laboratory, of course. I've been training medical doctors. the conference is important to me because I've helped a lot of people in the military. And of course, this is the Super Soldier Conference. And I think they're going to be a lot more open to the remedies that I have because they're natural, but it's out of the box, James. A lot of people don't do what I'm doing. It's totally unique what I do. But I go by laboratory tests based on your chemistry. So it's not a guessing game. I don't guess. I always do the test.
Okay, thank you. So, based on some of your own experiences, do you believe that super soldiers are real and why?
Oh, absolutely, because I had an abduction experience. Now James, I didn't have a choice in this, okay? I was running the laboratory back in the 80s and the early 90s. In 1989, they abducted me from my house. Bright light came when I came into the kitchen door, and next thing I knew, I was on the spaceship. So I learned firsthand on my own what it's like to be around Grays, to be around the military, to hear, what I call Nazis because I heard German on this big mothership, and we're in orbit around the moon. So, I think that's why it's so important to get the super soldiers' take on this because they're the only ones that can understand my story.
Thank you. And that would go into the next question. So, you've spoken at many different events. Why do you think the Super Soldier Activation Conference is different than the others?
Well, this is special for me because so many times the super soldiers have been ridiculed, and yet when their memory comes back, it's crystal clear exactly what happened, whether they're on the moon or some other planet or some other galaxy. Um, but yet, who are they going to talk to about it? Nobody believes it. Nobody believed me when I had my abduction, and yet I can talk to the super soldiers. And this conference is very important to me because, for one place we can all get together and share our experiences and really put together the truth.
Thank
Because
you.
the truth has been hidden, James, for so many years, and most people don't understand the truth. And so this conference is going to bring it all out, and I think it's going to liberate a lot of people because they're going to realize why they've been going through certain changes they've been going through. It's because maybe they were abducted in the past and have had their memory wiped, and now they're starting to remember it again. So it'll be a big help for a lot of people.
Thank you. Super Soldier Talk, Super Soldier Activation Conference, and Healing Soul Survivors, where all this is grassroots roots based. So I don't get any money from any kind of alphabet agency out there. I know some people. Well, anyway, but the point is that these type of events are supported by people like you and the listeners. It's so we are dependent on you going to supersoldiercon.com and purchasing a ticket to make these events possible because um, uh, if you want to see disclosure in the world, then you have to embody that. So we're doing that, Johnny, right? We're embodying disclosure, but then you need to embody it too. Come on out to Super Soldier Con. Okay.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more because, what I've been doing in natural health, they said that I couldn't be cured for my disease that I had. And I had 3 life threatening diseases. And they said that was impossible. And, and so I healed myself, found my own way, and also I found the hidden secrets of healing from the group mind of the Greys, because that's a whole nother topic that I experienced on the abduction that I have to share at the conference. And so that's very, very special because the Greys have a whole, database. It's both online and real time and ESP, whatever you want to call it, but they're both all linked together. And so I'm going to share about that. And that's how I found some of my deepest healing secrets is from the group mind of the Greys.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. So let's go on to the next question. So tell us about the Master Survivor University. What exactly is that and what do you teach there?
Okay, so in the early days, in the early 80s, I ran Davenport Laboratories, and Jim Davenport trained me, and this is in North Dallas. Okay. And in those days, we used to do training and seminars for medical doctors and, to teach them about the hair tissue mineral analysis and some of the other testing that we're doing. And so after a while, James, I got so tired of flying around to all these different places and setting up shop, hoping people will show up. But then I decided to start the university because they said, well, I still want to go to and learn. So now the medical doctors and other people can go to the Master Survivor University and they can become a Master Survivor doctor if they complete all that. And I have my own board of regents. I have my own degrees and certifications that they have to pass through. And they will, they can become a doctor in the Natural Survivor University. And so that's why I've offered that. So not only the medical doctors can get the training about these different lab tests, but also somebody can start up from fresh and start a whole new career. So the Master Survivor University is very dear to my heart, and I've started it since 2010. And so, of course, you pay and you get your coursework, and I tutor you and all through that process. And it is actually a degree. You get a master's degree, and then you get your doctorate degree. You start off as an apprentice. So it is actually a university. I've got my seal and everything, but it's not recognized by anybody like you, James. I'm not, affiliated with any three-letter agencies or big money or big pharma or anything else. I'm doing my own thing, and that way my secrets and my coursework and all the truths that I'm revealing can stay pure.
Wow, that's amazing. So why don't you tell the audience a little bit more about this hair tissue mineral analysis? How does that work, and how will attendees benefit from understanding their own mineral imbalances?
Well, absolutely, because that is, I've got over 40 years of experience in the HTMA, which is the hair tissue mineral analysis. And I probably know, I've been trained from the people who founded it and started. Jim Davenport put it on the map in Davenport Laboratories that I ran. And that's what I train the medical doctors and the other people on the hair tissue mineral analysis. So all we need is a clump of hair, and from that we can tell your exact chemistry based on your mineral of what's inside your cells and what's flowing around in your bloodstream. And from that we can determine what is going on with your hormones, with your sugar levels. I've helped a lot of diabetics get off insulin. And I want to say this right now. I'm not practicing medicine. I don't profess to have any cures. But what I can do is help you walk through and coach you on exactly what you got to do based on your hair mineral tissue analysis. And with that, a lot of things just clear up from people. So once they start doing the program the way it's designed to do, and I call it the Master Survivor Program, and the main component is the hair tissue mineral analysis. When they follow that, all kinds of things clear up. So all I can do is coach you on the diet, because it is, foods are medicine, medicines are food, and that's the way the Master Survivor Program works. That's the way the hair tissue mineral analysis works, because that test, as you know, James, you got the test. There's certain foods that you need to avoid based on your chemistry, and then certain other foods that you need to increase on, all based on your chemistry. So one person may have a different test than another, and they may have a totally different diet than the other. But what's right is by following what's right by their chemistry. And then that way they can recover from just about any disease and to see, they told me I was going to die. So that was over 30 something years ago in 1992. I'm obviously still around, and they were wrong. And that's the only way I get patients these days, is just by word of mouth and referrals. Because many times they say, well, look, if you can't do any more insurance anymore, you need to talk to Dr. Johnny, because they told him he was going to die. And they, and so I get patients that are on their deathbed saying, what do I do now? And so that way I help them. So I help them all ages. I got some that are farmers here that, one guy's just harvesting his wheat, and he's in his 20s. And then I got others in their 80s and 90s. And then I got others in their 50s and 60s. So it doesn't matter. The chemistry is the key. The chemistry tells all. And that's what we go by. It's not a guessing game with me, James. I go by your chemistry.
Well, thank you. Okay, so let's go on to the next question. Now, you've helped. Okay, so we got over that. So tell us, what message do you have to someone who feels overwhelmed about their health? They're in a chronic state of illness, and they just feel like it's too late to heal.
The chronological age has nothing to do with it. That's all fake news, okay? They try to, that's why, if you remember my video, right now they're trying to talk you into assisted suicide. There's people in their teens and in their 20s getting assisted suicide. That's crazy. That's total mind control. And I'm not any part of it. I'm the master survivor. I have the master survivor program, the master survivor university. I'm saying you can survive. All you got to do is do a few tests and let me do your consultations, and and they can always get premium consultation, James, if they want. They have to pay me money, but I'll work with them for 2 years or a year or 3 years, however much they pay me. And then we'll make sure you get past all your healing plateaus and all your problems. Nothing's ever hopeless. The body is a miracle machine, and it can repair itself. All it needs is the right food.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the question from earlier. So, first person to guess why he is called Dr. Delirious and answers correctly will receive a 25% off coupon for the conference. So everybody go ahead and make your best guess. Okay, so the next question. How does reclaiming your health connect to reclaiming your spiritual mission?
Oh, that's so key, because see, we are spiritual bodies. They say we're electrical beings or spiritual beings, and we have this physical body, but it's connected to that electrical spiritual energy. And so they work hand in hand. We have our biofield, and then we have our physical body. So it's key to get the physical body balanced, because then you're more in tune with your electrical, bio, spiritual field. And then when you get both of those balanced, then all of a sudden you've got synergy, James. With synergy, we're at one with the universe. Or if you're a very spiritual and religious person, you're one with God. Your prayers are going to be heard more clearly. So I'm just going out on a limb here for a little bit, but really the super soldiers understand this, because they know we have spiritual bodies, but they also know we have this physical body too. And then the mind is right in between. So when we balance the minerals in our body, then that gets our mind working correctly. And of course, I got the microbiome test, the stool test that I do. We get the microbiome balance. That's your gut-brain connection. And when that's working, then everything is balanced, and we have true synergy. And we're not only in connection with all of our other realms, our other bodies, and our other spiritual parts of ourselves, but we also have a tranquility. We have peace of mind. Because, suicides are up. And, my whole goal is to help you be healthy and stay healthy. And that's both mental health and physical health.
Thank you. Next question. Are you planning on offering any kind of private sessions, assessments, or consultations at the event?
Well, I will do consultation, but there is one caveat, because without the test and the chemistry, it's only, a guessing game. Okay. See, once I get your hair, or once that we do your stool test, then it's no longer a guessing game. I can give you fact, exactly what needs to be done based on your tests. So I can coach them and tell them what they need to do, but basically they're going to have to do the test. And I can't offer the test at a cheaper rate, James. I have to pay the laboratory. That's something I can't discount. My hair tissue mineral analysis is $226 in cash or a check. And on the website, of course, I have it for $236 that you could use a credit card. So if you get any of those at the conference, of course, then, I will give you an extra consultation or whatever, because I do charge for premium consultation. And, so I will have a discount on consultations and everything. I just don't have that set up yet. We're a couple of months away, so I'm still working that out.
Great, thank you. So we have a winner, and it's Sage. So thank you, Sage. The answer is because doctors once told him he was delirious when he refused a liver transplant due to his hepatitis C and cirrhosis, opting to pursue alternative recovery methods instead. So thank you, Sage. Send me an email. I will put the details in the description, and we'll do another little pop quiz and an upcoming interview. So we'll go.
And, as far as age, this whole age thing, listen, age has nothing to do with your health. If you balance your minerals, I don't care what age you are. I'm over 70, okay? So I'm still running every day. I'm still going to the gym every day. Knock on wood, I'm doing the best I can, with a lot of these things. But, they told me that I would never do anything and I would never live past 1992. And then I had this dementia problem. Well, I got rid of the dementia too. I had an addiction problem. Well, I got rid of the addiction. And I've helped people get rid of dementia, addictions, balance their minerals, get rid of different diseases. But I don't practice medicine. I just coach you on what you need to eat based on your laboratory test.
Okay, thank you. So let's see here. Let's go to the next question. What's something you're going to share at the conference that you've never shared publicly before?
Oh, one thing I do want to share that I've never been able to share before is in my abduction. See, I was taken to a mothership that was in orbit around the moon. So I never did really share, because a lot of times I ran out of time. I never did share what I saw on the moon. I never did share what I saw really inside the ship, because, James, I'm different than everybody else. They let me wander all around the ship. They put a chip in my finger, and because immediately when I got to the mothership, I had a Band-Aid. So they were monitoring my brain signal, and I think they just let me go loose and let me wander around, and they're monitoring my brain because they wanted to figure out how my brain worked. Because at that time, I was under the influence of cocaine, because in those latter years of the 80s, I had to do cocaine to keep me going, because I love the laboratory business. But a little bump kept me going. Coffee didn't work anymore. But that's when they abducted me. They were thinking, how can this guy be running a laboratory doing coke every day, not get arrested by the police? We got to figure out what makes him tick. So they abducted me. And once they put that implant in me, they could monitor my brain signal. Then they let me just wander around the ship, and I saw all kinds of stuff. And they monitored my brain activity and what I was thinking about when I saw all this crazy stuff inside the mothership. So I'll probably share more about that, and more about sitting there with the little gray that I came into the group mind with. And I've never been able to read. It's in my book, the Master Survivor Beyond PhD. It's in my book, but most people don't have my book, and I'm going to bring copies of that book there for sale at the show.
Thank you very much. Okay, I do have a few more questions, but I promise that these will all be easy ones. So, how important is it for people to be in a room full of others going through the same kind of similar experiences in this time of awakening?
I think right now we're at a real crucial time in our history and our development in our country. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people don't know really what's going on. I do a radio show every Sunday, so I keep up to date with exactly what's going on with the military and what our administration's doing, what they're doing around the world. And it's important for people to hear some answers because a lot of the super soldiers know things that most people don't know. And so it's important for them to get their take on it because that's kind of like unfiltered, so to speak. Because a lot of times when any of us go on doing these interviews, a lot of times we're cut off on this or that. We can't ever finish the story. But at the conference, you can actually talk to us. You can talk to me. You can sit there at the booth, and I'll be happy to talk to you about all this and talk to you about but mainly on the speech, and you told me I could speak for 2 hours. Well, I'm going to speak for 2 hours and tell everybody exactly about my abduction, how I came about and founded and developed the Master Survivor program because they said I was going to die but I didn't. And because of that, I'm the Master Survivor and I have the Master Survivor program to help anybody recover from just about any kind of disease, but they have to make a decision to become a Master Survivor. That's the key. And once they do that, then I can do them the premium consultation and things, and we can really work with them and get them back to normal health.
Great, thank you. If someone only remembers one thing from your speech, what do you think it would be?
When I do this speech, I want them to remember what it is to become a Master Survivor, what it is to become, because I've got the Master Survivor show, the Master Survivor University, and the Master Survivor program. And, anywhere you look on the internet, there's only one Johnny Delirious. There's only one Master Survivor. There's only one Laboratory Naturopathic Doctor. There's only one. That's me. And I did this. This is all from my laboratory experience. In the early days, James, I wrote articles. I did peer review articles and sent out articles on my laboratory testing. And some people would complain. They said, well, you're not citing any of your sources. I said, look, I am the source. This is from what I found in the laboratory. People source me. They use me as a source. So it's real important to understand that the Master Survivor program, the Master Survivor University, that whole thing came about because the doctors told me I was going to die. It was that ridicule that kept me going to find the real secrets of good health. And it was that ridicule that made me go back into the group mind of the Greys and actually figure out what it is that makes our body tick and make the chemistry work from everything I learned in the laboratory. That ridicule drove me on and I became the Master Survivor.
Thank you, Dr. Johnny. And thank you, audience members. Thank you, Sage, and everybody that participated in this live stream. I look forward to meeting you all in October. Again, it's October 8th to the 12th. Go to supersoldiercon.com. Purchase your ticket. We do have. I went ahead and upgraded all the silver passes, so now there's just gold passes. 4 days of meals, your admission, and also you get a free T-shirt. Or you could just do the general admission passes, and the prices will be going up.
Oh, absolutely. Get them now.
August 8th. I'm going to have to raise the prices again. And we need some vendors. If you know anybody that wants to vend, we have an affiliate program. You can sign up and promote it on your social medias and earn some money, and it'll cover your way to get there. So everybody go to supersoldiercon.com, and this is your time to step outside the matrix. So come out to Orlando and you'll hear Dr. Johnny Delirious and many others who have survived, awakened, and activated. So go to supersoldiercon.com. This is more than a conference. It is a movement. Any final comments?
Well, I'm just saying, if you want to contact me before the conference, I'll be there. See me at the conference, but you can always go to themastersurvivor.com and send me a note if you need any help from me. themastersurvivor.com.
Great. Thank you. Everybody, thank you for supporting the channel with your donations. You can go to healingsoulsurvivors.org. We do need to raise some more money for the event, so I do need your donations, or you can purchase tickets. Thank you. So that's healingsoulsurvivors.org. You can also go to I'll have to put the LifeWave link in there. Go purchase some LifeWave patches. They will help bring light into your body, and this light will help raise your frequency to help transmute the see, we have to be careful what we say on here and on YouTube, but it will help bring balance into your body. So it's a biophotomodulation process with the LifeWave patches. Thank you all for those who have been purchasing those.
Come one, come all. It's a great conference.
Yeah, thank you. And Sage, I appreciate that. Oh, we also may be going to Universal on the Monday afterwards, so you may want to save up some money for that too. You should, the hotel booking in September 8th, so you need to get all that stuff booked before then. And we all thank you for your time. We'll see you in Orlando.
Thank you, James.
Oh, yeah. So stay tuned for this message.
Will be a landmark event in the cosmos. Sabertooth. We place our trust in you. Sabertooth. Life is no good without friends. For the world to know, we gotta let it show. Service to others, service to self. Come on.